Okay, so you're applying and you're trying to figure out what documents you can use to verify your identity. Okay, um, realize these people are in California, but people are tasking anywhere in the world. Okay, so you got to think, what country am I working in? Okay, so that's going to be important. So uh, first, you must use a document from the country you're signing up in. So you click the sign up button. You're in Canada, you must use a Canadian ID. If you're in USA, you must use an American ID. If you're in China, you must use a Chinese ID if they're sort of Chinese, if they work in China. Okay, so like any country they're in, you have to use that ID if you're there. Okay. Um, the next thing is there's lots of kinds of documents from country to country, but in general, they're looking for driver's licenses and government IDs, state IDs. Okay, so something that's issued by your government where you're living when you sign up. You can apply to travel, that's fine, while working, but you have to sign up in the country you're in with the ID from that country. Passports are good, permanent residence cards, employment authorization cards, okay, etc. Okay, the specific documents that can be used for your location will be listed on your device's verification screen. So when you try to verify your ID for the first time, they'll tell you which ones you can use. Next is some things are really certain. They do need the ID. Okay, like you can never change your email. You must use ID. Okay, these are some rules. Like there are some things that are really certain about Outlier. Okay, they might change like the email policy eventually because they're becoming very complex. But when they first started, there could be no changes. Okay, so you're going to go through the identification process, and so we're going to go through that walkthrough here. Okay, you look and you show the ID and stuff like that. Make sure ID is valid ID. Okay, so it's you. It's not expired. It's correct. It's in the country you're in. Okay. If the government handed it to you across the counter, like, well, don't worry about it. Worry about it. Make sure it's okay. Once you start the verification process, complete all steps required. So do everything they tell you to. Okay, and don't just like leave it. So go get it done. Because it might time it out after a month, after 30 days or something. Or you might not be able to re-verify. So you might only have one try at this. You're going to have to be there for real-time photo capture. Okay, so they have to see that it's you. So make sure your device that you're taking a photo with is in good condition, because you won't get one try at this basically. So they might have extended the amount of tries, but before it was like one try. If you don't pass it, then they didn't even check again. But it should be alright, I think. So because I got through it anyway. So make sure the rooms well lit. Yeah, make sure it's no glare or blur and stuff like that. Okay. I'm sure they have multiple tries on ID. They used to be like, can't try again, and I don't know what happened with that. But I didn't have an issue. I got through. I was a little bit nervous the first time, I think, or shy. I don't know. And I think they're going to make it as flexible as possible over time. But right now, as far as I know, just make sure you get it in one try based on what my experience was when I had to apply. Okay, the first document doesn't work. Try another document. Okay, so if you can't get one done, you try a valid document, then try another one. If you tried your a permit, but it doesn't get approved, try your passport. Okay, ensure that if your passport is from Canada, then try another government ID. Ensure that your appearance matches the photo on your ID. Significant changes in appearance. Yeah, okay, so can affect recognition. They need to know it's you, so try to match the photo on your ID, but it's not always that possible. I don't know why they want that. That's a little bit of a weird. It's a weird ask, but it's probably just automated. Is why. And they're like, well, that's AI. try to do that. But yeah, I don't recommend doing that personally because I don't care to do that. But if you care to do that, that was last year's hairdo. I don't want to do that. Right. So check out that any VPN or the private relay mode are turned off. Okay. So don't use VPNs and stuff like that. Um, if you don't know what that is, then don't worry about it because you're not using a VPN. Is probably what's up. But you might be at an office that has a VPN. Like I'm working at Regis. I'm working at an office, so it's kind of like uh, this office has a VPN. So I can't work from a VPN office. I don't set up the VPN, but the office does. So I have to use my personal phone hotspot when I work in Outlier. Okay. Um, how can I ensure successful facial verification? Ensure the face is visible, well lit. Move your glasses to avoid reflection, and fully turn your face left and right. My left or your left. Just follow the arrows on the screen. How many times can I try to verify my identity during sign up? 2 rounds to complete identity verification. So now you have 2 tries. Okay. Why am I being asked to verify my identity? Re-verify. Later they'll also ask you to re-verify. Okay. So on a yearly basis, maybe even bi-yearly. Can I verify my identity on a new account using documents I've already used to verify another account? You can only link your identity to one account. And why is the verification link sent by the support team expired? It's only valid for 24 hours. Okay, so get it done right away. Whatever happens, just keep moving along really, really fast. Okay. Wasn't always like that, but I guess that's it. Take care, and I wish you the best.